Hello. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to OCP. I'm really excited today to here with you to share Mediatek's latest technology breakthrough. It's amazing that how generative AI changed our life significantly. With Mediatek at the technology front end, we are eager to share with you. We have very new technology with you to change the life, our daily life. We are truly fortunate to be in the part of this AI revolution. Today, I will share with you how Mediatek ASIC service to change the data center AI accelerator ASIC business. So let's get started to see how we push the boundary of the innovation. I think probably some of the people already see this chart on the left-hand side. I borrowed this from the Meta OCP last year. This is a great example to show the different workload, different application that require different hardware. For example, some of them that require more memory bandwidth. Some of them require more the bandwidth or the power. And so that tell you different workload, they require different hardware application. So at the right-hand side, you also can see is the focus from all media. So the purple color is the general purpose of GPU. So then the blue color is the domain-specific AI ASIC demand. So you can see the blue color is grows significantly. I'm not saying the general purpose GPU is not useful, but it's still the essential for the AI accelerator in the data center. But you can see for the different application, for different workload, that will require a different domain-specific accelerator as an ASIC. Maybe you can see more clear picture, get you better idea on this picture. So you can see the horizontal is the workload or the different application. And the vertical is the power, performance per watt. So you can see no matter GPU or general purpose CPU or general purpose GPU, they kind of serve general purpose. They can give you all the solution for all the different applications. But in some domain-specific application, for example, the video process, when you do the search, when you do the training for audio, for speech, that will require very specific requirement for the hardware. So that's where the ASIC come into the picture. With Mediatek, we are providing the ASIC service for those very domain-specific application to give you the most performance per power. By doing that, actually, we were facing a lot of challenge. Like we already mentioned, to fulfill the different workload, you might facing like a memory, how many bandwidths you need, right? And we want to put more transistors into the same chip. So actually, at least today, most of the chip already reached the reticle limitation. And so how we can squeeze more transistor into the single chip, that will become very challenging. And from the other side, from system point of view, and we are facing a lot of the power and thermal issue because when you put in more transistor into the chip, that generate more power, right? How you can solve the power, no matter from chip point of view, also from the system point of view, right? And as you can see, the data center, even we try to squeeze more transistor into the chip, and we are trying to also put in more chip together. So that come to there's more and more chip. They have the interconnect to connect them together. So overall, we're trying to drive in more computing bandwidth, and we're also trying to provide more scalability. And at the same time, we also want to manage how complexity of this SoC. So that's the biggest challenge we have right now. So Mediatek, we are offering a lot of technology to solving this problem. For example, we are offering the latest process technology at the N2. And we are also have our low power technology to reduce the chip level of the thermal. In the other hand, we are providing the advanced packaging. We can put tons of the chip into within the same package and provide you the system level of thermal solution. So I think that's the biggest challenge in the current data center SoC. And the other challenge is from the interconnect. I think interconnect is getting more more popular and biggest challenge recently. So as you can see in here, we use SerDes as an example from the 10 gig, 40 gig, 50 gig, 100 gig, and today we are reaching the 200 gig, right? So SerDes speed kind of a double their bandwidth every 2 years. The reason is we're trying to catch up the computing bandwidth because the computing, they kind of 10x every year to provide you more computing bandwidth. So the bottleneck right now is maybe in the interconnect. So we are also trying very hard to catch up the interconnect bandwidth. So you can see today in our booth we are demo our latest 200 gig SerDes. But what is about next, right? We are working on. People are saying working on the 400 gig, or should we move into the even we go into the 400 gig? Probably still hard to catch up the computing die bandwidth. So maybe we should move to optical directly to give you more interconnect bandwidth. So I think that's something we need to talk about it in the future. Yeah, so today we are pleased to announce our latest 224 gig SerDes. We are not only providing the SerDes IP itself, we are providing the end-to-end solution, all the way from the chip SoC, the IP, the SerDes IP, the PHY, and we have the retimer, and we have the Mediatek, and all the way to the DSP, the module side of the DSP. In other than that, we are not only providing a chip level of the verification, we also provide the board level connectivity and all the way to the pluggable solution. On top of that, we are also providing our system SIPI design to get you the best the SerDes performance and management of the power. So in other than that, we also have the pre-silicon and the post-silicon, the end-to-end channel simulation to make sure the SerDes can work very well in your system for your insertion loss and your channel environment. And this is the keynote speech. Our vice chairman and the CEO, Rick Chai, speak in the Computex this year. So it kind of demonstrates the key building block of Mediatek. We kind of in the leading stage on providing all the technology to fulfill the AI Accelerator ASIC, including the computing die, the SerDes, we just talked about it, and the packaging technology. We are offering the 2.5D and 3D packaging technology. And here's I'll give you the whole picture on what Mediatek can offer. Actually, maybe some of you know Mediatek as a mobile company. We are the biggest #1 smartphone chip provider in the world. But actually, we are already done a lot of the service in the data center. So we kind of provide the end-to-end service all the way from the edge to the cloud. So in the data center, we are offering the switching, the router, the AI accelerator, and the DPU, all kind of the service. And we are mainly providing through the ASIC design service. So we are kind of customize what the data center needs for the next generation of the AI. So in summary, this is the 3 of the key building blocks we can offer to you. The first is advanced process technology. We already tap out the N2 test chip in TSMC, so we will have silicon data this year. So the service can be ready from the next year. And we also tapping out more than 70 tap out with the advanced process. By advanced, I mean the N7 and below, N7, N6, N5, and N4. And we are pretty much landing on every single process, right? If you have the need on any process node, we have the IP ready for you. And the second is the advanced packaging. As you know, the chip is getting bigger and bigger, right? So we're kind of putting more and more chip through the 2.5D, or right now we are moving to the 3D packaging. So we are offering the CoWoS R, CoWoS S, and CoWoS L in conjunction with Intel EMIB technology. For the 3D, we're also working with TSMC to offering the SoIC or the Intel, the fabless packaging. And the last but not least, the interconnect. We're offering the SSR. M-Link stands for Mediatek link. We have our proprietary the Mediatek link, and the UCIe standard or UCIe advanced. And together, we mentioned about the 200 gig SerDes. Actually, we are offering all the way from 50 gig, 100 gig, and 200 gig. We are offering the PHY and retimer and the gearbox. And we're also offering the 200 gig AC cable this year. So we kind of deep customization for your design from the scratch. We do it from the cell library. We're doing to the SRAM, and we are doing for the memory. We are also offering the customized HBM4, kind of from end to end to customize your chip for your design for the data center. So we are at the exhibit hall and booth 5, B5, and we have the live demo for our latest 200 gig SerDes, and we also demonstrate our UCI advanced IP. In other than that, we also have our demo on the the CPO optics, and we are LPO and HRO. We'll have the live demo in our booth in B5. So welcome to visit us. If you have any question, we can have more discussion over there. Thank you.